Now this video is different in the respect that it's not a Weight Watcher recipe. It is a, I guess you would call it a health food recipe. Does that make sense? You can buy golden milk at the store. You can buy golden milk powder. You can buy golden milk in, lots of places. But it's so easy to make your own. Now, why did I start drinking golden milk? This was several years back. I go through these, and I was not trying to lose no weight. No, I wasn't even, a diet was not on my radar. I go through these spurts of, like, what's the health thing I can do? What's the latest and greatest information in the health world that will help me along my way? What's a natural way to do something? So I go through those spells, and this was one of mine that I was researching the health benefits of the turmeric, and I come across this golden milk. I made it nasty as nasty could be. I do not like the taste of turmeric at all. It is used in Indian food, which I don't know what it tastes like in that because I've never eaten Indian food, and I'm scared to because I know their cuisine is very spicy, and I don't do the spicy. So I don't know how it tastes in food, but I know, as I do know how it tastes in food because I've tasted it. I'm saying in Indian food, I don't know how it would taste, and it's very common in that. Well, in the first, when I made it, it was, I'm telling you, it was terrible. But I researched, and I looked at, I don't know how many recipes. I mean, I poured over the internet, finding anything I could about this golden milk because it was a way to get turmeric in my system, okay? Turmeric, the one and only reason, twofold, I guess, that I started drinking this milk was for my arthritis and inflammation. That is one of the biggest things turmeric is known and has been studied for, is its anti-inflammatory properties and help you with your arthritis. And we both know I have both of those things in spades, okay? You know how you do something and you're like, okay, well, I don't feel like doing that anymore. Something happens, you get out of the habit of it, and then before you know it, you've been out of the habit. I've been out of the habit, and here I was thinking again, I've got to get back. Because even if I think it, I don't know if it helped anything, because how do you, sometimes, if you have a I'm trying to think how to word this so it don't sound stupid. When you have a headache, boom, 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 you take a pain pill of some sort, and that immediate burst of pain subsides. Okay, with arthritis, it is a constant pain, okay? With inflammation, it's just a constant. It's just there. It's just in your body. It's in your joints. It's in whatever it is in. So, drinking that, I did not have oh my God, my arthritis is killing me. Drink. Whew, I sure do feel better. It's not a miracle drink. It's not a miracle drug. Well, it's not a drug, but you know what I mean. So, it's one of those things that if, hold on, Alexa, stop. I'm actually fixing it while I'm talking to you. I thought I would be through talking before it got done doing what it's doing. So, let's see if I can wrap this up. Let me slide it back. Well, I got it on low. It'll be good. It's not going to hurt. So it's just one of those, if it can help me, whether I can feel like it's helping me or not, then it's not hurting me. as long as it's not doing any damage to me by drinking that, if there's no any adverse effects, then to me, it can't hurt me by drinking it. Or taking the turmeric capsules, they make those. And so, to me, I'm going to give it another try, especially since the years that I have made it, my ailments have advanced to where now they can really use the help. All right. Well, the thing about turmeric, the active ingredient, and I do not know how you say it. To me, it looks like curcumin. That's how it, curcumin. Curcumin. That's how it looks like it was be spelled to me. That is activated more so by the use of black pepper. Isn't that crazy? So when you find a supplement, if you decide, oh, I want to try a supplement, get one that has the, and I can't think right off the bat what the black pepper thing is called. It might just say black pepper, or it might say some other word, its fancy name. So make sure if you get turmeric, if you decide to go that route, get one that has black pepper in the capsule with it. I think I already started. Yeah, I had already told you. I'll tell you. Anyway, that's the one thing about when you record these intros. Hold on, I'm stir. Like, after the fact or early on, you kind of forget from clip to clip what you have said and what you haven't. But I'm going to tell you anyway. The main typical golden milk will have the turmeric, some black pepper, ginger, and cinnamon. Okay, I tried it with those. I just still didn't like it. Tried it with pumpkin pie spice, which is heavy on ginger and cinnamon. And oh my word, what a difference. This drink is actually delicious, okay? It might sound like it's not, but it is. It's very tasty. I would just drink a glass of it at night. Sometimes I heat it. Sometimes I drink it cold. Just depends on my fancy. And, I think that's Holly and Kyle coming back. They had left out, and I thought maybe I could get this done right quick. So the other coconut milk, that's another thing that has anti-inflammatory properties. This also has coconut milk in it. So I'm going to wrap it up here. We're going to turn around, go back to the stove, finish it up, and that's all I know. Okay. The first thing we want to do is melt our coconut oil. This is, y'all see it on my counter all the time. I have it marked. It's my coconut oil just that I cook my eggs in. I like the way it tastes, and it is such a good health benefit. So I already have my pot heated up. You want to make it in a big enough, let me scrape this off here, hold on. A big enough pot to hold 2 quarts of almond milk, plus there's a can of coconut milk and a little bit of honey and whatnot. So good sized pot. Now, can y'all see? Let me look. I'm gonna melt that down. This makes a 2-quart batch. All right, now that that is melted, we want to add 2. I'm gonna step this back just a minute. I got to cut this. This is the turmeric. That's how I say it. You might call it turmeric. I don't know. Turmeric. I don't really know, but I just always call it turmeric. This is the one I got at Lidl. So when I get all thumbs, I mean, when I get through, I'm gonna put all my pumpkin pie spices and all my turmerics in a big jar instead of lots of little containers. So we want 2 tablespoons of each. Try to get that up there without spilling it if I can. already very fragrant. Now, the reason I use pumpkin pie spice is because it has cinnamon and ginger in it, but I like the way it tastes better. It's a more well-rounded flavor. So I'm going to cook that around a little bit. And we're going to add just a few shakes of pepper, because the pepper is what works with the active ingredient of the turmeric. We're going to cook this on low. Let me lower it down for about 8 minutes, because trust me, if I got that too hot, I have made this enough to know, for my taste, it's too, it's not gritty, but if you don't cook that and get that turmeric well dissolved in that fat, to me, it's not pleasant. It's just not, it is kind of gritty, but a smaller grit. It's grainy. There's the word I'm looking for, grainy. It's grainy. So, cook and stir this about 8 minutes. I know it sounds excessive, but I promise you, I have done this enough to know it takes that much time. So, in 8 minutes, and it smells wonderful, I will be back, and then we'll just finish making it. You'll see it's easy as pie. So, I'll be back. Okay, my 8-minute alarm went off. You will have noticed in the intro, this is what we have. Just a nice mixture. Put it on low. I whisk it every little bit just to make sure we didn't have anything sticking, which is, there's enough oil in there, it shouldn't. So anyway, to this we're going to go ahead and add 1 can of coconut milk. Use any coconut milk you want. I'm just using the cheapest one Walmart had. They might make a light coconut milk or not. I'm not really sure. When I put my order in, I didn't see one. So now we're just going to put that heat up just a little bit. And we're going to bring this up to a boil. See how pretty it's turning? You see where it gets the name golden because of its color. Because you know turmeric is used as a food coloring, a natural food coloring in lots and lots of things. Now this is, I already poured it because it's always hard to fight with, 1/4 cup of honey and 1/4 cup of molasses. And I sprayed my cup so it would come out easier. And my honey is actually starting to crystallize, so this is a good use for it because it'll boil it down. Okay, I simmered this just a few minutes. It is just starting to want to come up to the boil. So I'm going to add 2 quarts of unsweetened vanilla almond milk. Now, this used to be sweetened because I was not on no kind of Weight Watchers or diet or nothing. So I always used sweetened vanilla almond milk, but I think this will be just as tasty. There's enough sweetener in that honey and molasses. Now, don't throw that away because we're going to put it right back in there. Now let's just stir this around to get everything good and blended. Isn't that gorgeous? It's gorgeous. Okay, I stirred that around. I'm going to set it over here. I'm going to bring you along with me. And then the last thing we need is some vanilla extract. We need 3 tablespoons. That's it. We have golden milk. You see, there's nothing to it. I paid, oh gosh, me and Holly went to Earth Fair that 2 times. Remember our first and last, all in the same visit? I paid, oh, I don't remember how much I paid because I was so excited to see it that I got it. And I'll tell you, I think mine tasted better. I might be prejudiced, but I think mine tasted better. Now, we're going to put it back in our container, but it is going to be hard to pour from the pot back into there, so I'm going to pour it into my big measuring. Oh, it's going to make a mess too. I can feel it. This will stain, let me just tell you. Let's see, we got some around the outside, so let's whisk. Can you see that, what we missed around the outside of the pan? Now, here's the thing. We have more. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to go in front of you. Okay, so we are going to carefully, and then this is more. Obviously, this is 2 quarts, and this is 2 quarts. So we have more because we added some more stuff to it. But we can put that in a jar. We're going to drink part of it now. Oh, please don't spill while I'm on TV. I knew it was going to. Now, you can keep this in a 2-quart pitcher or whatever, but I just like to put it right back in here because the lid screws on good and tight. You don't have to worry about spilling it. I'm getting close. I can see it. Can you see that coming out of the bottom? See those little flecks? Trust me, if we didn't cook it like we did, your whole drink would be full of flecks. Not appetizing at all. See what I mean about staining? So don't use anything that you're fond of. Now let me see how much. Okay, let's pour this in here so we can get a feel for if there's any sediment that needs to be. Yeah, if you wanted to put this in a gallon pitcher, you wouldn't have to go to so much trouble, but I don't have room. No, see, that's looks just as good as blended as what's in the jug. So now let's give her a taste. And it's still warm, so you can warm it up because it's going to be kept in the fridge. And let me tell you this before I forget. Shake it every single time before you pour a glass because it will have settlement at the bottom. So just be sure and shake it every time. You can drink it cold. It's good like that, and it's good heated up. Like if you have trouble sleeping, they say warm milk helps. Give this a try. You never know. Warm milk with some flavor. So this is not as sweet as what I used to make because of the difference in the almond milk. But I'm not using that I'm not counting the points, as a free-for-all to say, well, let me go ahead and use my sweetened almond milk, make it better. No, because it tastes just fine. It's just not as sweet. Which, since I've been on Weight Watchers, I can handle a whole lot better. Used to, if I had made this when I was first learning how, back when I started, I would have said, no, I got to go to the sweetened. That's not going to cut it. But my taste buds, even though they still adore the sweets and will crunch on the sweets, smack and carry on till the cows come home on them, except in my coffee, which that was a good thing, then I'm not going to change it. I'll just leave it, and you can use your own discretion. If you make it one time and you decide, well, it's really not sweet enough, then go ahead and, change it to your sweetened almond milk. And I just hope that maybe this just gives you a little look into something different. Something, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a dietitian. I'm not a specialist. I'm not a herbal healer. None of that. I couldn't even give you all the information you need to know about this. I just know what I know. I know what I research. I expect you to do the same thing. I don't expect you to take anything I say, or anybody else for that matter. I don't care who they are. Don't take it at face value. Do your own research. Google is a wonderful tool. Research turmeric. Research golden milk. Research the whole 9 yards. And then decide if that's something you want to try or not. Anyway, this is how I did it after all my research and all my trials and errors. This is what and I keep it in here in my cabinet door, because what I do, I didn't do it for this time for y'all, but I made this for however long I made it, and I was just like, okay, I'm tired of coming in here and doing this, over and over and over. So I make a paste, concentrated paste, like I do a lot of things. I make a head. That's just, as my daughter would say, that's just who I am. So I formulated a recipe that would give me a concentrate of everything except I'll just say everything, the coconut milk, the turmeric, the pepper, and the pumpkin pie spice. A concentrate of that. And I mix it with water. And then I just take spoons of that and mix with the rest of the ingredients. So, all right, there you have it. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope that kind of gives you a glimpse into what golden milk exactly is. And if you've had it, store-bought, it's going to taste different from this. I imagine it's like a tater salad. Everybody got their own tater salad recipe. Everybody got their own golden milk recipe. So you could take this one and taste it and decide, you want to do something else to it. But okay, well, I have jaw-jacked enough. I'll see you next time around. All right, bye.